YouTube. I am back now with hopefully my last part, but this is a big part. These are all the cards I've gotten in since my last time I did videos, and I've got it all basically. I've got baseball, I've got football, basketball, hockey, I've got tennis, golf, and even auto racing. So let's get started, and I'll show you what I got. First up, we're going to do baseball, and we'll start with Ken Aspromonte, third base, Houston Astros. Some of these people wrote a response to my letter, okay, but I won't read those or show those to you. But just know that there are quite a few of those in here. Okay. Next up, Dick Bozeman, pitcher, Washington Senators. That's correct, Washington Senators. Buddy Bradford, outfielder, Chicago White Sox. Dick Brodowski. This is a Topps Archives. Dick Brodowski, pitcher, Boston Red Sox. He also wrote me a response to my letter. There's my original letter. Next, Bernie Carbo, outfielder, Cincinnati Reds. Mark Clark, pitcher, New York Mets. Joe Coleman, pitcher, Washington Senators. This was a neat one. Billy DeMars. This is a 1951 Bowman card. Billy DeMars had a short major league career, but wound up becoming a very influential batting instructor. Became a very bad batting coach. And Pete Rose thought that Billy DeMars was the best hitting coach he ever had, which is quite a compliment. He also sent me an extra. I did not send him that one. And he also wrote me a nice 2-page, or front and back letter about his career. So I thought that was really, really neat. Next is Chuck Estrada, pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles. This next one was actually a purchase, not a TTM. This is Miguel Franco, third baseman for the Philadelphia Phillies. Next, Billy Gardner, second base, Baltimore Orioles. Dick Green, second base, Philadelphia Athletics, or Kansas City Athletics, sorry, Kansas City Athletics, that later became the Oakland A's. Next, Ed Hearn, catcher, Kansas City Royals. Next, Randy Jackson, third base for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Was supposed to replace Jackie Robinson when Robinson got old, came to the end of his career, but he didn't do as well as they had hoped. Next is Joe Jay, pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds. Fred Kindle, catcher, San Diego Padres. He's the father of Jason Kindle, who was also a catcher in the big leagues, played for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Next, a really good one, Mickey Lolich, pitcher Detroit Tigers, was the pitching hero of the 1968 World Series, beat Bob Gibson in Game 7 of the World Series. Next is Denny LeMaster, pitcher, Milwaukee Braves. Ken McBride, pitcher, California Angels. Doc Medich, pitcher, New York Yankees. Dennis Menke, second base shortstop, Houston Astros, I believe. Yep. As you can tell, a lot of these are old school cards. Next, Don Mossy, pitcher, Detroit Tigers. Next, Joe Nosek, outfielder, Outfielder, Minnesota Twins. Jim O'Toole, Cincinnati Reds, pitcher. Robert Person, pitcher, New York Mets. Should be like that, actually. No, like this. Sorry about that. There we go. Billy O'Dell, pitcher, San Francisco Giants. Jimmy Pearsall, great player for the Red Sox. Phil Regan, pitcher, Los Angeles Dodgers. Next one was a purchase, eBay purchase. Anthony Rizzo of the Chicago Cubs, current first baseman. Joe Rudy, outfielder, Oakland A's. Bob Sadowski, pitcher, Milwaukee Braves. Dick Schofield, shortstop for the Pittsburgh Pirates. His son was a shortstop, also played for the Angels, also named Dick Schofield. Next, Art Shamsky, New York Mets. Got a couple of key hits in the '69 World Series, the Miracle Mets team. There's that. Here's Norm Sherry, catcher, LA Dodgers. Dick Stigman, pitcher, Cleveland Indians. He also wrote me a note. Charlie Thompson, Brooklyn Dodgers. Stan Williams, pitcher, LA Dodgers. He also wrote me a note. And Wilbur Wood, pitcher, Chicago White Sox. So those are all the baseball. And let's move to the football. Football. Let me grab that real quick. Here we go. Pitch the football. We have John Alt, offensive lineman, Kansas City Chiefs. Rocky Bleier, Pittsburgh Steelers, great running back. 2 from Ben Coates, a tight end for the New England Patriots. There's 1. There's 2. Larry Cole, defensive lineman for Dallas Cowboys during their great Super Bowl era of the 1970s and 80s. Jim Everett, quarterback, LA Rams, St. Louis Rams. Bob Gain, defensive tackle, Cleveland Browns. Walt Garrison, running back, Dallas Cowboys. Bob Golick, defensive lineman, Philadelphia Eagles. Also is the same Mike Golick who's on the Mike and Mike radio show on ESPN with Mike Greenberg. Next, Les Josephson, running back, Los Angeles Rams. Roosevelt Leaks, running back, Baltimore Colts. I think that's the Colts. Yep. Larry McCarron, center for the Green Bay Packers. Richie Pettibone, safety, Chicago Bears. Later became a head coach. Bill Romanowski, linebacker, San Francisco 49ers. Frank Ryan, quarterback, Cleveland Browns. Quarterback, Cleveland's last professional sports championship in 1964 when the Browns won the NFL championship. Next, Otis Sistrunk, famous defensive lineman for the Oakland Raiders. Matt Snell, running back, New York Jets. Also wrote me a little note. Bill Stanfill, defensive lineman, for the Miami Dolphins. Pat Swilling, New Orleans Saints, linebacker, Hall of Famer, I believe. Next, Pat Toomey, offensive lineman for the Dallas Cowboys. Mark Van Egan, running back, Oakland Raiders. 2 from DeMarcus Ware, former Dallas Cowboy, current Denver Bronco. There's 1. There's 2. Ken Willard, running back, San Francisco 49ers. Aeneas Williams, defensive back, St. Louis Cardinals. And Sam Weich, coach of the former coach of the Cincinnati Bengals. So those are all the football. Now let's do hockey next. For hockey, we have Bruce Driver, defenseman for the New Jersey Devils. Steve Duchesne, defenseman, Philadelphia Flyers and the LA Kings. That's where I know him from. This one just came yesterday. Bernie Federko, great player for the St. Louis Blues, great goal scorer. Ron Hextall, great goalie for the Philadelphia Flyers. He's also the assistant GM for the Kings. That's where I know him from. Well, I know him from the Flyers, but I also know him from that. Peter Klima, great goal scorer, Edmonton Oilers. Ken Morrow played on the Miracle on Ice team in the 1980 Olympics. Went on to the New York Islanders and won several Stanley Cups for the New York Islanders. And Brad Park, defenseman, New York Rangers. So that's hockey. Now for basketball, we have Walter Davis, Phoenix Suns. Craig Elo of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Swin Nader of the San Diego Clippers. I believe it was San Diego back then. Played for UCLA, by the way, one of my teams. He also wrote me a note and signed this photo as well. So those are the basketball ones I've got. Now let's show you the tennis one. This is Roy Emerson. Great. He was a great doubles player, and he signed this note for me as well, talking about why more people don't play doubles tennis. Now let's go on to golf. The golf ones, here are the golf ones. Raymond Floyd. Henry Strobel gave me the idea to go for golf, and I decided to do it. This is Hale Irwin. Johnny Miller. Arnold Palmer. I don't know if this one, I've heard that he uses AutoPen or Secretarial, so you can take a look at that and tell me what you think on that one, but I got that back a few days ago. And Lee Trevino, good signer there. And auto racing, I got Bobby Allison, signed that for me. The Allison family is a very famous car racing family. He threw in this, and he threw in this. So I got 3 for 1 there on that one. Thank you so much to him for that. So anyway, that's what I've gotten in. I hope you took it all in, enjoyed it, and I'll be back next time when I have more stuff to show. Now I'm caught up to date. Thank you so much for watching.